and welcome back. Welcome if you are new here. My name is Adriana, and a little bit about myself. I am a certified personal trainer, and here on my channel I like to talk about PCOS, my PCOS journey, show you some of my favorite recipes, and of course fitness and workouts. Because what personal trainer wouldn't do that? So if you're new here, welcome, and if you've seen my videos before or are a current subscriber, welcome back and thank you so much. In my last video in my Talkie PCOS series, I did an overview on how dieting affects PCOS and some of the common diets for PCOS. And one of those diets was keto. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Ooh, what is keto? How does it affect PCOS? And what does a typical keto diet entail? And some of the pros and cons and much more. So there's a lot we're going to cover today in today's video, but a couple of quick notes before we get into it. If you do like my content and want to see more about PCOS, fitness, and more recipes, I do have an Instagram and a TikTok. I'll go ahead and drop the handles below if you would like to give that a follow and just want to see more. I do post on this channel on a weekly basis, as I do on my IG and TikTok, except TikTok I post pretty much daily. So you'll get daily content on that one. And if you haven't already, I highly encourage you to hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on my videos when they pop up on YouTube. And plus, it's a great way to show this channel support for free, so I can continue making videos and reach more women just like yourself. Now that we're done with that, let's get into it. What is keto? Keto or ketogenic diet. It is a high fat and protein diet with extremely low carbs. Anywhere from about 40 to 70 grams of carbs a day. That's a bit debatable. But reducing your carbs and replacing it with fat to put your body in a metabolic state called ketosis. That is the point of keto. Now, ketosis is an elevation of ketones in your body. Now, what are ketones? Now, ketones are chemicals that are made in your liver. You start producing them when you don't have enough insulin in your body to turn into glucose, which then turns into energy, aka fuel that your body uses. Now, your liver uses the fat that you eat and turns it into ketones and sends it back into your bloodstream to use as fuel. With PCOS, we know that insulin resistance is a common symptom when the pancreas is overproducing insulin because the body cannot properly absorb glucose. Glucose raises insulin levels, and too high of insulin levels can lead to increased levels of androgens, aka male hormones or testosterone, and then oxidative stress, also known as inflammation. Now, high levels of androgen in the body can disrupt proper ovulation, create cysts in your ovaries, and excess hair growth, and many other symptoms that you may experience with PCOS. High consumption of carbs have been linked to inflammation and oxidative stress, and women in PCOS who eat high carb diets tend to lead diets lead to having oxidative stress and inflammatory responses. So, yeah. I kind of said it a little quickly. I'm going to try to slow this down. I'm just super excited today. Oxidative stress and inflammation can lead to excess abdominal fat, making and flaring up PCOS symptoms, which will make losing weight and or maintaining weight a little more difficult for women. Now, there have been a few studies that show decreasing carbs can reduce insulin resistance, improve hormonal balance, lose weight or maintain weight, and improve ovulation. Well, that's a lot so far I said so far. So I hope you're following along with everything. And again, if you like what you're hearing so far, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so my video can be pushed out and I can reach more women and they can learn a little more about keto, PCOS, and how it works. But back on topic, in short, keto helps lower insulin levels, reduces inflammation, and helps with weight loss in PCOS. Sounds great so far, but what may be some drawbacks in doing a ketogenic diet when it comes to PCOS? Well, first off, keto was not made for PCOS. Keto was made to help kids with epilepsy and seizures. And there's studies that have been showing that long-term keto can make PCOS symptoms worse. Yikes. A study has shown that menstrual dysfunction is a side of keto. Again, this is if you do keto for long term. Over-restricting your carbs may negatively impact your thyroid functions as well. Keto is a short-term diet that feeds into the yo-yo cycling of diets, negatively impacting you mentally and emotionally and metabolically. So we've all been there at some point or currently are, that we've done like the yo-yo diets. We do a diet for maybe a month or two, sometimes as short as a couple of weeks. It works, we stop, we gain back everything we lost. So keto would fall into one of those when it comes to PCOS, since it's seen as a short-term diet versus a long-term solution for PCOS. So those are one of the drawbacks. Another drawback, also if you fall pregnant while you are on keto, you cannot keep doing keto while you're pregnant. You'd have to go back to your regular diet or talk to your registered dietitian and or doctor on your dieting and the supplements you need to use while being pregnant. Again, keto is not a lifestyle, it is a short-term diet. So bottom line, it's not a long-term solution for PCOS. It's shown to help for short-term, but not in the long-term. So to see if keto would be a good solution for you, of course, you're going to talk to your registered dietitian and to your doctor about it. They're the only ones who could make those medically prescribed meals and meal plans for you. So what does a typical keto diet look like? All right, so here's a lovely presentation of a pie chart. A keto diet is about 60 to 75% fat, 10 to 30% protein, 5 to 10% carbs. So, yeah, here's your visual. Now, let's get into some common foods that are in a keto diet. So for meat, we got our beef, we got our pork, we got our chicken, we got our turkey, we got sausages. Then for fish and seafood, we have our salmon, our mackerel, our tuna, our sardines, our cod, our shrimp, crab and lobster. Can never go wrong with those. And other sources of protein will be like soy, tofu, and eggs. Now, certain vegetables that are low carb, such as cauliflower, broccoli, asparagus, zucchini, squash, and green beans, are great for keto diets. And fruits, you gotta be a little more careful about the fruits because the sugars can add up, and we don't want that much sugar in our diet. So, and you are at risk of doing an overconsumption of sugar when doing a keto diet. So, strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, and avocados. Yes, avocados are a fruit because they have a seed in it. Now, when it comes to nuts and seeds, we have our walnuts, our almonds, our pecans, our peanuts, our sunflower seeds. And the biggest one that's part of keto is going to be dairy. So we're going to have our butter, our cream, our yogurt. But milk is going to have to be sparingly used just because the add up of milk will add into carbs. So beware of that. Again, keto is a restrictive diet and it has to be well planned out when you're doing this. It's not really one that you could like wing off the bat. You really have to watch what you're eating on this one. So foods to avoid for keto. Sugary foods. But that's almost every single diet. Almost every single diet, you're going to have to avoid these sugary and over-processed foods, such as your candies, your sodas, your energy drinks, your pastries, your cookies, sweetened yogurt, ice cream. That you'll have to avoid for keto as well. And then certain fruits, such as mangoes and grapes, because they do tend to have more sugar in them. And bananas. Bananas you have to avoid for keto because bananas are high in carbs. So easily having a couple bananas in a day will just add up to those carbs. And again, keto, you're trying to stay within that 40 to 70 grams of carbs a day. Then you got other things as well, such as your ketchup, your pasta sauce, and salad dressings. Those will also add in sugars and carbs pretty quickly. You may not notice it, making that salad, throwing in them eggs, throwing in the walnuts, everything's looking great. Throw on that dressing and boom. Got your sugar intake going up and your carb intake, even though salad dressing is delicious. Now, starchy foods, of course, your other carbs, they're going to be your starchy foods and foods that are high in carbs, so you're going to have to give up that bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, legumes, oatmeal. quinoa, anything high in carbs. So you're pretty much removing a whole macro out of this diet. Now there is more that can be added and added to each of these lists on what you can or cannot eat. This is a restrictive diet, so I highly recommend talking to your registered dietitian or to your doctor to create a keto plan that is right for you. If it is the course that is best for you to take in your PCOS diagnosis. Again, I can't tell you to do keto. I can't tell you not to do keto. That is up to your doctor, between you and them, on what is going to be the best route for you. And again, they're the only ones who could make that plan for medical conditions and regarding to your PCOS. So we did go over a lot of information today in regards to keto. So if you have experience with this diet, have done this diet, or currently on this diet, or thinking about this diet, go ahead and drop a comment below. I would love to hear it. I want to hear your experience. What are your thoughts on it? It's great. If you hated it, I want to hear it all. Just give me the tea. Now, if you've enjoyed this video and would like to see more videos like this, or keep up with my weekly videos and my PCOS talking series, or you're curious more about fitness or cooking and like what I do for my own PCOS, I recommend hitting that notification button and that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with everything that's going on. Again, I do post here weekly, and again, it's a free way to show support, help me grow my channel, and allow me to produce more videos just like this to give out information to women like yourself about PCOS and everything else. So I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll go ahead and see you in my next one.